Brought to you by the new Faro's Lounge Kickstarter. In time for another class, we are now going to be at the halfway point of our AracKnight script. It's been a wonderful writing class. We are in the AracKnight Chapter 2. We did the first 12 classes to write the AracKnight Chapter 1. This should be about a 4 or 5 chapter graphic novel that we put together, our own little version of kind of restarting the MCU. When we come into this Chapter 2, of course, we have the skyline of the Empire City. We're creating this little bit of a backstory. We're leveling up our story, the idea of like the onion, and adding layers to the onion. Where we're showing that in our particular edge of this multiverse Spider-Man story, Empire City is essentially New York City that doesn't belong to the United States, doesn't belong to the world. It's essentially our version of New York that existed when the rest of the country broke out into a civil war. Sort of like a modern-day civil war, not talking about the Civil War of the 1860s. We're introducing sort of like a futuristic idea that New York City pulled out, became Empire City. They dealt arms to both sides. Everybody got rich. City super duper like Batman Beyond fucking cyberpunk. And now we have the Sinister Six, the villains in the shadows, which could be the Chameleon just pretending to be everybody. But ransoming, holding the city hostage, saying they're going to sabotage the launch of the Mars colony, which many are looking at as the savior of our planet after a very brutal civil war. Now, of course, this civil war could tie into Peter's parents working on super soldier serum. And the idea is when we left off our story last time, if you are paying attention to all the classes, we had Spider-Man taking out a few thugs. And the idea is he strikes out in his first idea of thinking he's going to climb the ladder and find out who exactly is the person behind this behind this terrorist plot to sabotage the Mars colony launch of New York City. And in order to do that, he applies to the job as a photographer, which is his love and hobby. With Now Magazine, our version of, J. Jonah Jameson, the Daily Bugle. We even use like a Daily Bugle building to look like the Daily Planet building to play with the art styles and have fun with it, because this is our little textbook into writing class and studying how we do art direction. 6 panels a page, dialogue, narrative, and then we're slowly but surely going to turn these lovely pages into comic book art. We're going to literally ride along the process of creating the story, mining the old comic books for ideas and direction and Easter eggs, and then making the fucking art, colors, letters, inks, the whole fucking deal, designing our covers, taking this thing from textbook to comic book to shipping to distribution to probably a gigantic copyright lawsuit with Marvel. But by that time, I'll hopefully get them in the room and say, listen, shitheads, if this many people are reading this shit, then you should fucking hire me. We're going with the idea and trajectory that Marvel's going to get so fucking woke and Disney's going to fuck this brand up so much that it's literally going to be worth nothing and have to reset itself. And then hopefully somebody comes in and says, all right, I want new blood. And that's where we come in. We have to prepare for the apocalypse. So again, we're in Chapter 2. We have him going for he's taking pictures, of course, of some of his crime scenes. We had him on top of a dirigible taking out a heist, a la Batman the Animated Series. But then, of course, it was a booby trap. Spider-Man's nearly killed. We have Uncle Ben is on his ear. That's like his Alfred. We have like this Alfred, Bruce Wayne, Batman relationship that we're creating between Peter Parker and Ben Parker to be his Alfred, his mentor, his bodyguard, his Alfred, his fucking butler, his helper. So then again, he's not always talking to himself in our super futuristic take on Spider-Man. We brought in J. Jonah Jameson as a very Don Draper-like, Madman-esque magazine editor. But even he doesn't know what's going on. However, Ben says, well, look, now we have a corporate sponsor, so now you can work for Now Magazine, and we can make the money to supply the shit that we're doing. Because while Peter has a nice trust fund, we're not making it out to be his like billionaire Bruce Wayne, which he's comfortable. Parents left him a nice trust fund. But we don't want him ultra rich because then again, it walls the characterization into a wall. He's doing okay. He's got a nice skyline apartment that Uncle Ben left for him. So that's how he's he's being able to kind of just get out there and be fucking Spider-Man. I always love those fucking cool visions in the those Wi-Fi fucking lo-fi music fucking mixes where they show you the roof of a cyberpunk tower and a loft kind of hanging over the roof, hanging over the skyline, really way up. That's where we kind of have Peter living. So now he's working as a photographer at Now Magazine. He thought that would get him to the top of this crime pyramid, but it's not. However, again, he's going to use them, and that's going to be part of his character. We're going to use the Stan Lee characterization for J. Jonah Jameson. And now he shows we got caught up to Spider-Man taking out a fucking looter. One of those really cheesy one-off villains they put in a Spider-Man comic book. So he kicks the looter's ass, and while he's swinging around, we used him as kind of like a squash match guy. Because what we use the looter to do is to get Spider-Man doing some action so that he's been being watched by the chameleon, who slices his web line, crashes him into a fucking wall, and then basically stands over him, hits him with a little electric shocks, and tells him that he's the one straight up that killed his parents. And he said, look, I'd like to tell you that it wasn't personal, but it is. So here we're going to get caught up to what we did last class, and then we'll start our new class. The goal today, of course, is to do pages 10, 11 and 12, thereby taking us to the halfway point of Chapter 2. The halftime. Okay, so we level off the 8 to page 8. Spider-Man took out the looter. With his line, Peter crashed into a wall, SFX of the crashing. Spider-Man then rolls into a dumpster, which turns and crashes. We hear a voice taunting Spider-Man as he rolls down the wall to crash into the dumpster. You're making quite a name for yourself, Disruptor. Or should I call you Peter? Looking up from his haze, Spider-Man sees what appears to be Kraven the Hunter, stalking over him. Who are you? Your quest for fame has blinded you. Or have you forgotten me already? It can't be. I watched you die. Electro hits him with the shocks. Not Electro, but little Electro Easter egg. It's Chameleon. Close up on Kraven as he hits a button on his lapel that starts to warp his appearance. So it's true. You really did kill that son of a bitch. I wish I could have been there. I guess I owe you one, Spider-Man. But then again, I guess you owe me. Our web is entangled. You see, I'm the one who killed your parents. Page 10. I know it's quite the shocking revelation, but I'm not here to taunt you. I'm actually providing mercy. As a courtesy, of course. The chameleon hits Spider-Man again with his electroshock stick, which looks like the Emperor hitting Luke Skywalker in the Death Star with Force lightning. Close up as the chameleon comes in close and grabs Spider-Man by the throat. Holding his head and face close as a scanner from his eyes starts to laser scan Spider-Man's face. So we have a little bit of the chameleon's powers based in mutation. Like he'll say, your parents experimented on me. But also, he is upgraded since we've last had Peter and the chameleon together in their encounter, which was years ago when he killed his fucking parents. So in the years since, he would have upgraded his tech. All right. My employers wanted your head, but I negotiated on your behalf. Close up on Spider-Man's skull and face as the chameleon finishes his deepfake scan, picking up all the features of Spider-Man's face and DNA scan. Almost like the Predator in the infrared scan of his face, of the faces of his victims. Victims? Infra. There we go. We are no different, Peter. Extraordinary orphans. I'd like to say what happened to your parents wasn't personal, but it was. You see, Peter, I was one of their experiments. Just like you. Dropping Spider-Man back to the ground, the chameleon starts to back off and move away from him. You could say it was an accident. You can even say it was fate. But neither one of us had a choice back then, and now we're both soldiers of fortune. Only I'm on the side that pays well. So consider this a warning, and move on with your life. Leave Empire City. Immediately. The image of the chameleon starts to disappear as if it's a mix of Spider-Man hallucinating from his electroshock and the chameleon disguising himself and slipping away into the night. Uncle Ben comes barreling through the haze to rescue Spider-Man. We see Peter passing out as Uncle Ben arrives to save him. Should we have him say, Ben? We could do that. We could do a little fucking Star Wars homage. You know, Ben? Yeah, fuck it. Star Wars homage. Fuck it. We're having fun here. We're a writing class. Ben! There you go. Ben? Ben Kenobi? Boy, am I glad to see you. All right. So if you did your homework, Amazing Spider-Man's 39 and 40 will be the ones we look at today. We may look. Can you look further if we don't get what we look for in our mining? We're mining the old Spider-Mans to pull up 12 panels, 6 panels a page, art direction, narrative, dialogue. That is our goal, to pull it out of these 2 comic books. So we have where we left off. Peter just got beat up by the chameleon. He just got been told that not only was the guy that killed his parents right in front of him, but it was personal. So what we have to delve into here is now we get some origin. So now Peter's got to ask Ben that inevitable question. Did you know? Or is this guy a fucking liar? So, what we need now is Peter in the back of the car. Here's what we have here on notes. Peter, once recovered from his injuries, will confront Ben about helping him learn the truth about his parents and their scientific experiments, which could play into the world in chaos beyond Empire City after the Civil War. Peter's parents were scientists. Problem is, they may have been working for the wrong side. Were they working by force, or did they not know who they were working for? Peter and Ben will have to investigate, which eventually gives our first story an origin, and a villain connected to the origin while also introducing his employers for later on. Peter gets vengeance for his parents' death, but also learns of their skeletons. Peter can attend the game of Empire City Giants with star quarterback Flash Thompson, and also introduce Commissioner Stacy, perhaps save Gwen for another story. We shall see. Possibly use the Horn of Atlantis as a goal of the Sinister Six to acquire. Alright, so now we're getting up to Peter once recovered from his injuries. So we like all this. Let's use it. Put it here. For now. So what we need to do is, do we want to waste panels? Not waste. Nothing's a waste if it's cool. If you look at Batman Begins, when Batman makes that first move towards the Scarecrow, and Scarecrow gets the jump on him, hits him with the fucking fear gas, and fucks him up. This is similar to this. They're showing him flipping out in the back of the car. Right? Alfred's driving him home. He's kind of nervous. Christian Bale's going all fucking crazy in the back of the car. Do we want that? Do we need that? Or we just cut to him? Oh, we can cut to him dreaming. We can cut to him dreaming. We're leaving off page 10. He's reaching out for Ben. It would be 10-11, right? Because we'll come in 3, 4, 5. Yes, at 10-11. This would be page 10 would be here, so we're coming into page 11. You can start a dream sequence, or you can just cut to fucking Ben taking him to the lab. You can joke around here that shit came out of every orifice. Like when I got hit by a car, I got hit by a drunk driver. And shit came out of every orifice, they told me, as soon as they brought me back to life with the defibrillators. What I'm trying to figure out here is, do we show him in the back of the car, and we just cut to him? Do we have a dream sequence where he's dreaming about his parents talking about him? Or do we just cut to him in the fucking lab waking up? You know. What do we want to do here? You know what? Let's look at the comic book and see if we get some inspiration. Because I know what I want to do. We get into Peter recovering from his injuries. He'll confront Ben. But we want to just jump right into, okay, Ben, tell me. He's fucked up. He just got his ass kicked. We show him falling from grace, smashed into a fucking wall, into a dumpster. Everything's fucking broken. We could show Ben carrying him. Alright. We cut to Ben in the car, racing through traffic. A la almost looking like the Fifth Element outside of his car window as he navigates through Empire City traffic. Cut to the concerned look. One second. We cut to Ben driving. Cut to Ben in the car with a concerned look on his face, racing through traffic, almost looking like the Fifth Element outside of his car window as he navigates through Empire City traffic. We cut to Peter in the back seat of the car, his body convulsing. We cut to Peter in the back side of the car, his body convulsing as the electro shocks going through his body is causing micro seizures, which are. We cut to Peter in the back seat of the car, backside of the fucking car. Backseat of the car, his body convulsing as the electroshocks going through his body is causing micro seizures, which are making him sweat and vomit, sweat and foam at the mouth as his mask is peeled up. S effects of the vomiting and excessive loss of fluids. All right. Now we can throw an Easter egg in here. You could throw in Hank Pym, Reed fucking Richards. He could fucking take them to a lab. I don't really know these people yet. He could take them to the parents' lab, which would help. Because then we can go right into him looking up shit about the origin. You know, their books, their everything. All right, so we can have him going in and out. Close up on Peter pulling off his mask. I haven't pulled off the mask yet. Peter starts to hallucinate, dreaming about the night his parents were killed. He sees the chameleon shooting his father. Close up. Something's going on down there. Close up on Richard Parker tossing the vial with the formula into the sewer as he falls dead. Ground. Close up on the chameleon about to kill Peter. The close up is menacing. Like when young Bruce Wayne saw the close up of Jack Napier in Batman 1989. Peter Oh, God damn it. Trying to come out of the hallucinations. Trying to come out of the hallucination. Hallucination. Peter pulls off his mask. Foam and vomit spewing everywhere. I like it. Now we need some dialogue. So what we got here? We laid it out. We cut to Ben in the car, the concerned look on his face, racing through traffic, while almost looking like the fifth element outside of his car window as he navigates through Empire City traffic. We cut to Peter in the backseat of the car, his body convulsing as the electroshocks going through his body is causing micro seizures, which are making him sweat, foam at the mouth. His mask is peeled up. SFX of the vomiting and excessive loss of fluids. Peter starts to hallucinate, dreaming about the night his parents were killed. He sees the chameleon shooting his father and mother. Yeah. Shooting his mother. He sees the chameleon shooting his mother. Close up of Richard Parser tossing the vial with the formula into the sewer as he falls dead to the ground. Close up on the chameleon about to kill Peter. The close up is menacing, like when young Bruce Wayne saw the close up of Jack Napier in Batman '89. Trying to come out of his hallucination, Peter pulls off his mask, the foam and vomit spewing everywhere. He tries to talk Ben, but blacks out. The panel goes dark. There we go. So now we need some dialogue, which we're going to try and pull from the following comic book. Amazing Spider-Man number 39, the first of John Romita Sr., as there was a scuffle about coming out of the identity of the Green Goblin, which led to a split up of Stan Lee and Steve Ditko as a team. End of an era. What happened here? Am I not signed in? Oh, God damn it. Why am I not signed in? Come on. Amateur hour here, people. There we go. Read now, or forever hold your peace. All right, here we go. How green was my goblin? Nope. All right, so we're coming into Amazing Spider-Man 39. Peter's off in college. He's trying to make friends. He's just overcome the biggest challenge of his life. He defeated Dr. Octopus, got the fucking healing serums to Aunt May. And now, having failed to take over all the crime rackets of New York City, the Green Goblin has gone a little butts and decides he's going to kill Spider-Man. He recollects his previous battle. He was pissed. I'm merely destroying him, simply crushing him like a worm will not give me enough satisfaction. I must do more than that. First, I will toy with him. Outspot him every step I can as only a goblin can. For the final stroke, I'll administer the most humiliating blow of all. I'll learn his secret identity, so he stalks him. He stalks the Spider-Man. The Green Goblin will have scorched the greatest triumph of all. So Spider-Man's swinging around. He's got a little bit of cold, an allergy. He's chilling. Now you see the difference in the art now. You see how literally I got a new guy in here. Peter's changing in the closet to give him the cute little fucking 60s haircut. It's different, and you see the difference in the color. It's the coloring is still the same, the style's still the same, but now you got the new art. You got John Romita Jr. that goes there, gets a little blood test. As you know, I've been keeping close watch since the last operation. No operation has weakened her a great deal, so I wanted to warn you. In her present condition, she must have no sudden... This is so stupid. They start these side plots where now Peter can't get her all fucking worked up and annoys the shit out of me, so again, he's going to go to fucking school and he's put his fucking head down and not hear anybody. It aggravates the fucking shit out of me. They do this stupid shit, so now we see that... Oh, yeah, I like this. There's nothing wrong. I'm going to give you a lift and deliver a speech on the way. Well, Wanderer, it cost me a fortune to keep you in college. So try thinking about your studies. Ah, poor fucking Norman Osborn. He's a pissy guy. But you know what? Actually, this is not bad because in this issue, everybody's been hating on Peter Parker. So he kind of walks over. Since when even your business? He walks over and kind of makes Harry feel better about his dad being a dick. You know? Just can't figure out parents. I take my dad. We were always real pals. Till a few years ago when he started to change. I know he's been having tough sledding through business, but why take it out on me? So then Peter says, I know what you mean, fella, but try to look at it this way. It can always be worse. For instance, take me. I don't remember even having a father. You mean you're an orphan? I didn't know that about you. Peter and Harry having a real heart-to-heart. Now I've seen everything. When they got rid of all this dumb bullshit about him not knowing anybody and ignoring everybody, they actually made the writing so interesting that Peter Parker's life was more interesting than his Spider-Man. I should have sounded off on you about that, Parker. Forget about the whole thing. Sure, but sometimes it's good to get something off your chest. If Peter Parker becomes one of our crowd, it'll be wonderful for me. So we like it. Gwen Stacy's a whore. She wants to fuck Peter. I hated that they revealed later on that they never did it, which always bugged me, and they said that Gwen Stacy had a fucking affair with Norman Osborn. So they really just ran out of fucking ideas. After all the needling he's taken from him, and there he is talking to Harry like a Dutch uncle. He's either a weak, real sister or a lot more man than we ever thought he was. Point is now Peter's part of the crew. Just to prove you're not really reading Tom Brown's School Days, class is finally breaking action time is approaching fast. So now he's swinging around, but what he doesn't realize... Oh wait, this is the Empire State Building, right? So I believe that the Green Goblin sets up a fucking heist so Spider-Man can come and beat some asses, and then the Green Goblin's gonna fucking follow. So Spider-Man beats the shit out of these fucking thugs. They're pretty sure he's on top of the Empire State Building, which I kind of like that he's fucking swinging around up there. You always like when you see Peter on the fucking, on all the landmarks. You know, he's dropping fucking elbows, he's dropping fucking dimes, and there we go, that's what it is. This is some great art. They really, really let John Romita, like, just have some fun here. This is his first issue. He's coming out of the fucking gate like Ellie De La Cruz. And they got him drawing the Empire State Building. Spider-Man whipping some ass. He's watching from above with the little rocket fucking cycle. Now, again, we could bring Norman Osborn into our story. He could be fucking pretending to be the Sinister Six. We could do some Mandarin shit. All we have right now of Dr. Octopus, if it's really him, is a dark guy in the shadows holding the city for ransom, which could easily be the Chameleon. So Spider-Man beats these fucking thugs up, takes a bunch of pictures, the cops show up, he jumps off the fucking Empire State Building, he's swinging around the fucking city, the Green Goblin's following him, so he says, holy shit, it's Peter Parker, get the fuck out of here. Yes, I seem to remember the last time I had a feeling this was a few weeks ago when I fought Professor Stroll and those deadly robots. And then somebody shot him through the window. But it had to be somebody flying because it was outside of a window. That's when he realized it's the Green Goblin. But it's too fucking late because the Green Goblin's going to jump him and smack the living shit out of him. Ned Leeds going to be with Betty Brant. J. Jonah Jameson's all fucked up. He's dropping cards. He's getting pictures. He's getting money. Everybody's having a good time. He gets home. He says, no sudden shocks. Then he says, wait a minute. Holy shit. I don't got my webs on. Because I'm just Peter fucking Parker. He chokes him out with a little fucking smoke grenade. Aunt May's annoying. Then he says, oh my god, they fight outside in the fucking backyard. He has to rip into his fucking Spider-Man clothes. The Goblin beats him up, fucking tortures the shit out of him, gasses his face, swings him around the city, beats the fuck out of him, takes out his dick and pisses on him. He says, holy shit, you're Norman Osborn. You're Harry's father. So what can we mine out of that issue? Before we move to the next one. Amazing Spider-Man number 40. Spidey saves the day! Alright. We cut to Ben in the car, the concerned look on his face, racing through traffic. Almost looking like the Fifth Element outside of his car window as he navigates through Empire City traffic. Is Peter talking to himself? Are we narrating? Is this just a full idea of narration? We cut to Ben in the car, concerned look on his face, racing through traffic. Almost looking like the... We can have J. Jonah Jameson doing some fucking, like, radio shit on here. Yeah, I like that. We hear the voice of J. Jonah Jameson over the radio. All right. JJ. J. Jonah Jameson. This is J. Jonah Jameson from Now Magazine. This is J. Jonah Jameson with a Now Magazine special editorial. I have footage that proves my theory. I have footage that proves my theory that this entire Mars colony terrorist plot. I have footage that proves my theory that this entire Mars colony terrorist plot is nothing more than a publicity stunt. A rash and desperate attempt by one man who's craving for fame, fortune, and glory supersedes his humanity. Supersedes his humanity. I'm talking about a mutation. I'm talking about a mutation. A perverted prankster. I like what he's doing. As Peter's being taken through traffic, he's all fucked up in the back. J. Jonah Jameson is taking the footage that Peter sold him and using it to fucking say Spider-Man is the guy behind all of this. So that's where we're going. I like this. This is J. Jonah Jameson with a Now Magazine special editorial. I have footage that proves my theory that this entire Mars colony terrorist plot is nothing more than a publicity stunt, a rash and desperate attempt by one man whose craving for fame, fortune, and glory supersedes his humanity. I'm talking about a mutation, a perverted prankster. Someone from outside the walls of Empire City. I'm talking about a mutation, a perverted prankster. Someone from outside the walls of Empire City. I like that. Okay. We cut to Peter in the backseat of the car, his body convulsing as the electroshocks going through his body is causing micro seizures, which are making him sweat and foam at the mouth as his mask is peeled up. Peeled up halfway. Has effects of the vomiting and excessive loss of fluids. Someone from outside the walls of Empire City. Jay? I'm talking about Spider-Man. I'm talking about the menace that calls himself Spider-Man. And we have exclusive footage that shows him Second. I'm talking about the menace that calls himself Spider-Man. And we have exclusive footage that shows him trying to sabotage I'm talking about the menace that calls himself Spider-Man. And we have exclusive footage that shows him trying to sabotage a recent delivery of rare gems. Oh, rare gems, that's boring. But they were stealing rare gems, weren't they? What the fuck were they stealing in that first jet? They were stealing gems. And we have exclusive footage that shows him trying to sabotage a recent delivery of rare gems. Going so far as to recruit his own personal army. Peter starts to hallucinate, dreaming about the night his parents were killed. He sees the chameleon shooting his mother. No doubt this Spider-Man has access to advanced technology, which he's used to infiltrate our cyber structures, in order to finance his life of debauchery and decadence. I like that. No doubt this Spider-Man has access to advanced technology, which he's used to infiltrate our cyberstructure in order to finance his life of debauchery and decadence. I like that. And he's puking, you know what I mean? He's fucking hallucinating. Close up of Richard Parker tossing the vial with the formula into the sewer as he falls dead to the ground. I like this. We can lead in with another little voiceover here. Again, it's Jonah shitting on Spider-Man, blaming him for everything. Meanwhile, he's fucked up here. He's lost. He's taking his first L. Long we the citizens. I have to talk in the Jonah voice. If you're having fun writing comic books, you're talking in the voice of the fucking character you're writing. Long we the citizens of citizens of Empire City. Long we the citizens of Empire City have taken the blame for the fallout of the Civil War. Long we the citizens of Empire City have taken the blame for the fallout of the Civil War. And there are those who still find their ways back into our metropolis. Crawling their way up. No. Long we the citizens of Empire City have taken the blame for the fallout of the Civil War. And there are those who still find their ways back into our metropolis. Crawling their ways. Find their ways. Slithering through the sewers, slithering up through the sewers that still connect us to the chaos. From beyond. Slithering up through the sewers that still connect us to the chaos from beyond. It's fun. Long we the citizens of Empire City have taken the blame for the fallout of the Civil War, and there are those who still find their ways back into our metropolis, slithering up through the sewers that still connect us to the chaos from beyond. Yeah, let's end that there. Connect us to the chaos from beyond. And he's saying that as the father's throwing that vial with the formula into the sewers, he falls dead to the ground. Close up of the chameleon about to kill Peter. So this whole scene is Jonah voicing over what's happening with Peter, hallucinating to the chaos from beyond. Close up on the chameleon about to kill Peter. The close up is menacing, like when young Bruce Wayne saw the close up of Jack Napier in Batman 1989. Chameleon is like the Joker. This scene. So what do we want to say here? 7, there's no line because he's just blacking out. Unless, no, Jonah can talk over a blackout panel to the chaos from beyond. JJJ. As for the identity of this terrorist, we know he is not one of us. As for the identity of this terrorist, we know he is not one of us. To the chaos from beyond. As for the X, we're using J. Jonah Jameson's voiceover to provide a little bit of side, almost like exposition, while the scene is playing out, while Peter is hallucinating. What do we want to say here? Close up on the chameleon about to kill Peter. The close up is menacing. Like when young Bruce Wayne saw the close up of Jack Napier. Remember, like when Jack Napier said, "Hey kid, ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight?" You know? You can even get rid of Jonah here and have the chameleon talking to Peter. Yeah, because Peter's hallucinating. Okay, yes. Peter's hallucinating. The chameleon's about to say to him. Close up on the chameleon about to kill Peter. The close up is menacing, like when young Bruce Wayne saw the close up of Jack Napier. What does he say to him? God damn it. Does he say something different to him? Remember, Peter's hallucinating here. So it could be something menacing, it could be something poignant. What do we want to say here? Let's go back a second. Let's go back into this Norman Osborn thing real quick. Jump ahead a bit. Okay, this is a great issue. If you're a major hardcore collector, this is a good one known. First John Romita Jr. art. Great art from the fucking Empire State Building. What do we want here? What do I want from Joe? Okay, we're mining. How many times to tell you this is a newspaper office, not a campus? You don't have photos? He's got photos. You mean those mugs who picked up on the observation tower? If you want to, why didn't Blaze? Did you say so? You didn't ask me. I'll send you a check next week. Fine, I'll keep the pictures to then. No punk kid holds up to you. Can have your crummy photos. Thanks. The Globe pays more than you do anyhow. The Globe! They wouldn't touch your pics with a 10-foot pole. But just because I like you too much, I'll let you turn them down. I'll take those shots off your hand. Here's your blasted money. You love Jonah. All right, so what do I want here? Didn't he have anything poignant? You are so Spider-Man, you're finished. I've waited so long. Before he strikes. Outclassed as you are. Just looking for a good line, a good end line here. You don't mind if I drag our battle out a bit? It can only make the scent of victory much more palatable for me in the end. My little flying bat missile will put an end to your petty cares and woes. Ah, well done, Parker. Seeing you dressed like any average youth, I tend to forget your dazzling spider speed. He's fucking with him. Getting a few licks. Spoken with the true spirit of daring do, you bumbling young incompetent. A pity that your words shall provide as useless as your overrated powers. Demonstration. Sparks too bright. It was such a trinket that I once stopped the human torch himself cold in his tracks. Alright, ties him up. You will never beat me. You might as well finish me off now, because if you delay, I'll end up beating you as I did in the past. You never beat me, those are just accidents. Do you hear? Accidents! You can't rush me now. You'll never escape. It's working. His insane pride will let him do. Since you'll never live to betray me to another soul, it's only fitting that you learn the identity of the one who's beaten you. And so, at long last, the Green Goblin will introduce himself. Take a good look, Parker. A good long look at the last face Spider-Man will ever see. It's the real face of the Green Goblin. The face of Norman Osborn. It's cheesy. There's nothing I can use out of that. That was fucking cheesy. Great issue, but that's cheesy. Fucking cheesy. Alright. Close-up of the chameleon about to kill Peter. The close-up is menacing. Like when young Bruce Wayne saw the close-up. Okay, so. The chameleon is like the Joker in this scene. And as he taunts Peter. Welcome to the Brotherhood. Welcome to the Brotherhood, Peter. As he taunts Peter. Welcome to the Brotherhood, Peter. Trying to come out of the hallucination, Peter pulls off his mask, the foam and... That's not... Welcome to the Brotherhood, Peter. Welcome to the Brotherhood. I don't know if I like that. Don't know if I like that. We may have to use an extra comic book. Let's try here. Let's see what we got. Spidey saves the day. You missed our last ish because you were orbiting Earth on a spaceship. The only acceptable reason for a true Spider-File is copping out. We need to tell you that Spider-Man has been captured and unmasked by the Green Goblin. Only to learn that his ubiquitous enemy is none other than Norman Osborn, father of Peter's college classmate Harry Osborn. And now, Tiger, you're on your own. Alright, so. Peter's getting out of the coils. We've used that already. I mustn't think of him. You shouldn't have mentioned Harry. Why you remind me of him? He thinks I'm just a simple businessman. He must never know the truth. And he won't know I'll kill you. That's another reason why you must die, Puck. Only you know who the Green Goblin is. Just as I know who Spider-Man is. He's flipping out. He's going a little fucking crazy. I can tell you're struggling to break those coils, Parker. Enjoyed your futile, tortured efforts. But enough talk. I must find the most suitable manner of ending your interference forever. So the idea is that they're trying to pitch here that Norman's struggling. He doesn't really just talking some shit. Maybe he doesn't want to kill Peter. Great work, Gobby. I'll make a real celebrity out of your son, Harry. Not everyone fella can have a murderer in the family. I warned you, don't mention him. You're not fooling me. You don't give a hoot about Harry. He told me himself. He told me you changed towards him the last few years. Lies. He doesn't understand. Nobody understands why I became the Green Goblin. You fucking asshole. Don't you know? Don't you know I love goblins? He's getting him into a flashback. Harry's mother passed away when he was just a baby. I had to bring him up alone and I tried my best. Sure. They'll probably elect you Father of the Year before the judge sends you away. I was a good father. I was. I did my best to be a real pal to my son, but it wasn't easy. You'll have to have dinner alone tonight, son. I have to work again. That's okay, Dad. I understand. You have to work those problems out yourself, Harry. I get back to the office. But you said you'd review my bio with me. I have an exam tomorrow. You'll just have to do the best you can, you stupid bitch. After all, I had a business to take care of. Money was the most important thing of all. I had to get rich. I needed wealth. That was the key to power. Go on and take it. I just bought it for your surprise. It'll give me something to do while I'm out of town on business next month. Oh, thanks, Dad. But Harry didn't have anything to complain. The more I made, the more presents I bought him. I want him to see what a great father he had. Dad, you think we could talk for a while? Sure, Harry, but watch the game now. I don't want to miss any of this. But we never had a chance later, you stupid shit. I even took him to ball games. So he guilts the goblin. And then we reveal later on that he stole ideas from Strom. I worked with you to build this business. Most of the inventions are mine. I only borrowed that money from our account. You know I didn't mean to steal it. If you call the police, I'll be ruined. Ruined, I tell you. We brought all this up. Strom came in. This is how we knew who the goblin was. He finally gets out of the things. He gets out. You have your little joke. The notes of Strom, which I found at his desk, contain some strange, new-looking formulas. All right, so we've gotten into the formula. Formula! That's our line. About to kill Peter. Sorry, kid. I need the formula. Sorry, kid. I need the formula that your parents created. And if you can't find it, okay, this is a taunting. Sorry, kid. I need the formula that your parents created. And if you can't find it, I'm afraid we'll have to harvest it. I'll have to drain it. Close up on the chameleon about to kill Peter. The close up is menacing, like when Bruce Wayne saw the close up of Jack Napier in the Batman 1989. The chameleon is like the Joker in this scene as he taunts Peter. Oh, wait, let's make the face morph. Yeah, fuck that. Yeah, let's make the face morph. Fuck the blackout. Yeah, I like this. We're having fun, you see? We're having some fun. We're having some fun now. Trying to come out of his hallucination, Peter pulls off his mask. The foam and vomit spews everywhere. So that's going to be panel 7. Spews it as he blacks out. Sorry, kid. I need the formula that your parents created. And if you can't find it, I'm afraid I'll have to drain it. Scary close up as the chameleon morphs into a monstrous reptilian version of himself. Even almost venom-like, as his tongue grows, his tongue and teeth grow large and scary, like they are about to swallow Peter's head whole. Yes, because he's hallucinating. Gary close-up as the chameleon morphs into a monstrous reptilian version of himself, even almost venom-like, as his tongue and teeth grow large and scary, like they are about to swallow Peter's head whole. Sorry, kid. I need the formula that your parents created. And if you can't find it, I'm afraid I'll have to drain it from your soul. From your soul. Bang. I'm afraid I'll have to drain it from your soul, and like fucking fucks him up. Trying to come out of the hallucination, Peter pulls off his mask, the foam and vomit spewing everywhere as he blacks out. which takes us to page 12. See? Wasn't that fun? It's crazy, but writing is... See, this is writing. You don't ever settle. You don't settle. It sucks to settle. You start settling early. Doesn't matter how fucking long it takes. Each panel is important. Each panel is fun. You're writing a menagerie. We're weaving a fucking tapestry. We're spinning fucking webs here, kids. We're spinning fucking webs here. Trying to come out of hallucination, Peter pulls off his mask, the foam and vomit spewing everywhere as he blacks out. From your soul. So he has a hallucination. So what we need to do is throw a little gas in. No, that's good. He shocked the shit out of him. He's having micro-seizures, his brain. I like it. So let's get over to page 12 here. Peter, once recovered from his injuries, will confront Ben about helping him learn about the truth about his parents and their scientific experiments. We can have a flashback again here with him and his folks. We can always cut away and show the chameleon. We could show the chameleon, like, reporting in. Page 12 could be we could cut away, show the chameleon reporting in to Dr. Octopus. Because you need a cutaway before Peter's waking up. Peter's going to be out cold for like a day or two. And then that'll transition into, like, him talking about his folks. And what we need here is, we need to show some chameleon. So, we're going to move our notes to page 13. Let's go over them real quick. We've gone over the Horn of Atlantis. Peter gets revenge for his parents' ideas. He's going to kill, we're doing like James Bond shit. So Peter's going to kill the chameleon at the end of this fucking story. I want a complete story. So let's give the chameleon some fun, something to do here. We don't have to make him a tragic villain. He could lie to the Sinister Six here. He could show that he's got his own thing going on. All right. Since he's in prison now, I'll check them out. If they're worth anything, I'll be able to cash in on them. His parents' night at my school this evening. They should be there by now. Forget it, son. I can't make it. Go on ahead. I'll get them before it's over. But I said, forget it. You're an annoying bastard. With your stupid-looking fucking Jewish hair. I'm a Jew, so I have Jew-fro. I stayed in and worked through the night just after dawn. The solution is turning green. What does that mean? It's starting to bubble and froth and stream and sound. And then a second later, the world exploded before me. I was in the hospital for weeks, as the best surgeons in the state worked night and day to save my life. The damage is deep within his brain. There's no way we can reach it. At least we've saved his life. His recovery should be rapid now. The fools. They thought my brain had been damaged. They didn't suspect that the accident made me more brilliant than I'd ever been. No one suspected, not even my son. You may see your father now. Poor dad, it's all my fault. He must have been overworked, tired, trying to have enough to support me. Go downstairs and call me a taxi. I'm getting out of here. Get that hangdog look off your face. It bothers me. How did someone like me have a sniveling weakling of a son like you? Good Lord. Dad, what's wrong? Why are you angry at me? What have I done? You haven't done anything. That's the trouble. You're a spineless jellyfish like everyone else. Now go be quiet. I gotta concentrate. When you read these over, Norman Osborn does kick ass. I'm stronger, smarter, tougher than anybody else. I have all sorts of scientific devices the chemical company that could use. I can become the greatest costume criminal of all time. Nobody knew it. My accident made me think clearer than ever before. The idea became an obsession with me. It haunted me night and day. I knew what I had to do. And so many months later, the face is perfect. Now to design the rest of the costume. I'll make it my favorite color, green. And now for my first victim, the amazing Spider-Man himself. I selected you because I knew the underworld would respect anyone who could defeat you. But you thwarted me during our first encounter. I'm awfully sorry to have been so uncooperative. I'm still nowhere with these coils. How much longer can I keep them talking? But now the time has come for the Green Goblin to achieve his greatest triumph. I've waited months for this supreme moment, for this victory which fate could never deny me. I can't give up now. I mustn't for the sake of Aunt May, but the steel alloy is too strong. He puts on the goblin mask. I mustn't let the end be easy to you. First, you must sit there helplessly and wonder how I shall strike. So this is when it gets a little fucking cheesy. Stan Lee was always kind of a cheeseball writer. He's not coming over. She's hanging out with Aunt May. May, Parker, and her start having a fucking dyke scene, fucking eating each other's boxes. Parker's not here. What am I supposed to be, a lost and found? He's out stealing hubcaps. I want to dictate an editorial about the younger generation going to the dogs. Then I'll do one about the older generation. Might as well blast everyone. Love this guy. She's always worried about fucking Peter. And now Betty Brant is back in town. She looks good here. See, Romita can draw Betty Brant. She looks good. This is Art Roberts at Station WLS in Chicago. Wonder why nothing's been heard of Spider-Man these past few days. Spider-Man? The masked adventurer whom Peter admires? How I hate the serious sound of that name. Wait, is she in Chicago? Oh, yeah, she's in Chicago. At a railroad station in the Midwest, another female who's played an important role in the life of Peter Parker pauses between trains. Oh, Betty's back. So we're kind of using Betty as our first love interest. We simply have her as the Miss Moneypenny, but I want to, I like my James Bond stories where we get one where the fucking hero gets laid. He's a knight. Knights get laid. Anybody I know, I pray that he isn't. I couldn't stand it if he was someone close to me. All aboard! Perhaps when I return to New York and see Peter again, I'll be able to forget about Spider-Man forever. All right, let's skip over here, because I have a kind of idea what I want to do. Page 13, no, so that's page 13 is our notes. When we get to page 13, we're getting page 11 and 12 done today for today's class, but when we get to 13, we need a one-page cutaway for the chameleon here. We need some chameleon. Peter will wake up in the lab of his parents, where Ben took him to recover. Once recovered from his injuries, he will confront Ben about learning the truth about his parents, which they will search for in the lab. We can have a revelation that they were planning to experiment on Peter. Something dark that could be revealed. Peter could be a mutant. Anyway, we could definitely have some fucking fun with that. All right. We need our page 12, though. But we added for our notes for the next class, which is good. That still counts towards what we do. So, we cut away to the chameleon. Well, what is the chameleon doing? What is the chameleon doing when we cut to him? Peter's puking. We have to show the chameleon reporting in to his superiors. He'll be talking about the formula. All right, we need a confrontation here, or at least a conversation or a conversation between the chameleon and Dr. Octopus. Let's do this. Okay, so we cut to a what? What are we cutting to? Now, we could show the chameleon going to the fucking underwater lab. Hey, fuck it, we could do that. We could do like Dr. No. All right, good, all right. We cut to the chameleon. We cut to the docks. Do we show docks? Are we showing our cyberpunk city? The way they did like AI with Steven Spielberg. If you remember when they did AI with Steven Spielberg, they did like they showed that New York was kind of flooded a little bit. We cut to the waterfront of Empire City. So we can have some fun here with our cyberpunk city. Where we see flooding over the years has risen the sea level to around the midpoint of several buildings, giving the waterfront a cyberpunk Venice of the future type of feel. We see in the distance, oh, let's have some fun, a large shield, clear shield, which we see acts as a barrier, closing off Empire City from the rest of the world. Oh, I'm liking this. Caption across the panel reads. See, we're using our backstory of what's going on outside of our central city here. The cliche is always when you bring the hero back to the city is in a downturn. So the city needs this hero to come back and start something. Batman comes back, Gotham's fucked up. Superman comes to Metropolis, Metropolis is fucked up. It's the Great Depression. Criminals are everywhere. Shit's going down. Our hero comes in. Stop. Stop. Shut up. Daddy's working. Our hero comes back. He's doing his thing. And he's coming in here at the right time. We're going contrarian with all that. This fucking city's on top of the world. That's why someone's trying to fucking ransom it. Someone from the outside. Now let's reveal why. Some revenge. Ooh, yay! Instead of using the Green Goblin, we can use fucking Dr. Octopus. We can use fucking Norman Osborn. Whatever the fuck we want to do. Or we can reveal that Norman Osborn was the mayor that stole his shit from Dr. Octopus. Oh, good God, we're creating backstory and soap opera and drama, and I fucking love it. Meanwhile, at the edge of Empire City, oh, I love writing. Caption across the panel reads, meanwhile, at the edge of Empire City, we see in the distance a large, clear shield, which we see acts as a barrier closing off Empire City from the rest of the world. Caption across the panel reads, meanwhile, at the edge of Empire City, close up shows the white suited chameleon stepping to the edge of a pier between two sunken skyscrapers. A small vessel floats towards him. Chameleon steps inside the vessel. Vessel submerges. Bubbles. The vessel's As the vessel submerges underwater, we see several sunken skyscrapers forming a gorgeous urban sunken city coral reef, which is lush with sea life. Like Waterworld meets AI. See, we're dressing up our city. We don't know what year it is. Don't matter. New York had some flooding, cut off the rest of the fucking world. It's a cyberpunk Jetsons-like city. Again, we'll have plenty of. We'll show you when we do a lesson on the reference art. I'm not up to getting the art started on the artist that's going to be working on this an AracKnight Spiderman comic book is finishing a Faro comic book. Then I'm putting him immediately on AracKnight 1. And when we do that, we'll go over the script again, and I'll show you how we make references, and we get references to send over. Part of the fun. This is making the comic book with Faro King. All right. As the vessel submerges underwater, we see several sunken skyscrapers forming a gorgeous urban sunken city coral reef, which is lush with sea life like Waterworld meets AI. Vessel approaches the underwater base. An underwater base. Unless you don't want to show off the underwater base yet. Yeah. We cut to the chameleon entering a room, entering a bright white room. What's the word we're looking for? It's sterile and plain, with just a chair and a screen. Just a chair and speaker. We'll have sit down. Oh, I like it. Because he can even say, I would have this discussion with you in person. But I've heard of your skills. But I've heard of your special powers. No, but I've heard of your mutation. But your mutation makes you dangerous. Like, the idea is Dr. Octopus saying, look, dude, you ain't touching me, motherfucker, then you can impersonate me. Dr. Octopus always thinking ahead, Dr. O. We cut to the chameleon entering a bright white room, sterile and plain, with just a chair and speaker. Close up. God damn it. That keeps happening. Close up on the chameleon with a holographic projector showing the Mars colony. Why is he going underwater? He can have this meeting anywhere. You don't just do it to do it. He's got to get something. He's got to get something from Dr. Octopus, or he's dropping something off. He just scanned Peter's face. So the idea should be that all the scanning of his DNA and all that shit is what they think they need. It could be that. There's a reason why. We need the reason why the chameleon is going underwater to have an in-person meeting with Dr. Octopus. Otherwise, he could just go to his lair and fucking a screen could pop up. You can't just do shit just to do shit. It's got to move the plot in an interesting way. Let's finish this comic book. Think you robbed me of my satisfaction by sitting with your eyes closed? You're a washout. I beat you every time we fought, and I'll find a way to beat you again. I'll show you I was always your master. I can project mental pictures of our previous battles by means of this retro scope helmet. I really just fucking read that. The Enforcers. First time we fought. You didn't beat me. That battle taught me a lesson. It taught me that no one can do my fighting for me. No one is as great as the Green Goblin. Then, the next time we fought, you were saved by the sudden appearance of the Human Torch. Oh, it's a little walk through fucking history. Lucky Lobo and his gang, more of a hindrance. This is just them using old art. This is lazy. Little fucking flashback. It'd be an empty victory, so Peter busts out of the coils. Therefore, I'll set you free. I'll prove I'm your master. Oh, he does set him free. So they fight. He gets his things on. They brawl it out. He throws pumpkin bombs at him. Pumpkin bombs everywhere. They fight. They flip. They fight and fight and fight. Fight, 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 bite, bite, bite. The Itchy and Scratchy Show! Cocksucker. He throws a fucking chair at him. I like that. I felt like it's tired being used as an unpaid target after a while. Hope your decorator won't mind changing the room's decor. So Spider-Man's good. He's got the fucking wise-ass comments. It's really a fucking Spider-Man Green Goblin brawl. With a fucking drop kick, great close-ups, great action art. Pulls the mask off. Don't tell Harry. And the idea is the shock has affected his mind. They fought. Spider-Man brings out Harry. Norman Osborn burns the fucking... The smoke is so thick the fabric will be burned to cinders before anybody can see it. And so ends the career of the Green Goblin forever. He carries Norman out and says, I hope you and your son will be good together. I never understand you be so unfeeling, so wrapped up in only yourself. The doctor is annoyed with Peter, because Peter's never around. She gives him the chicken soup. All the families are back together. I can't remember what happened, son. These past few years seem so forever buried, forever lost to me. But the future lies ahead. That'll be a good one for both of us. Somehow I know that now. Next issue. Don't miss Peter Parker's startling decision. An all-new fantastically powered super foe for Spidey. Enough said. And we're soon getting up to the introduction of one Mary Jane. Now, while the Rhino was pretty cool, unfortunately he was kind of destroyed recently in that shitty Craven movie. And as always, brought to you by the new Faro's Lounge Kickstarter. Why is the chameleon going down here? Close-up shows the white-suited chameleon stepping to the edge of a pier between two sunken skyscrapers. A small vessel floats towards him. Voiceover. Dr. O. As we hear the voice of his employer over his radio. Dmitri, you have what I need, Dmitri. Dmitri. Do you have what I need, Dmitri? Yes, sir. Yes, doctor. You can send the sled. Yes, doctor. I have your formula. You can send the sled. Do you have what I need, Dmitri? Yes, doctor. I have your formula. You can send the sled. Chameleon steps inside the vessel. Dr. Odin says, you'll have to understand why we can't meet. We can't meet in person. I have heard quite a bit about the benefits of your mutation. You'll have to understand why we can't meet in person. You'll have to understand why we can't meet in person, Dmitri. I have heard quite a bit. I have heard quite a bit. I have heard quite a bit about the benefits of your mutation. You'll have to understand why we can't meet in person, Dmitri. I have heard quite a bit about the benefits of your mutation. And will keep my skin away from yours. I have heard quite a bit about the benefits of your mutation, such as the separation of our skins. I understand, Doctor. I understand, Doctor. I'm hoping to earn your trust. I'm hoping to earn your trust in this transaction. I understand, Doctor. Well, here we'll reveal that Craven is his father. So now we're going to get some exposition here while showing off the under. We're not going to show off the underwater lair yet. He's just going to it. Let's not show it yet. Don't waste it. Or you can show it. Fuck it. Who cares? Let's see where it goes. The chameleon steps inside the vessel. You'll have to understand why we can't meet in person, Dmitri. I've heard quite a bit about the benefits of your mutation, such as the separation of our skins. Separation of our skins. I have heard quite a bit about the benefits of your mutation, such as the separation of our skins. Your mere touch. I have heard quite a bit about the benefits of your mutation. Your mere touch. You'll have to understand why we can't meet in person, Dmitri. I have heard quite a bit about the benefits of your mutation. My regards to the scientists. My regards to science. My regards to science, Doctor. No doubt. I'm hoping to earn your trust with this recent acquisition. My regards to science, Doctor. No doubt I'm hoping to earn your trust with this recent acquisition, as well as a confirmation. As well as a confirmation. This boy is the one who killed Craven. As well as a confirmation. This boy is the one who killed Craven. As the vessel submerges underwater, we see several sunken skyscrapers forming a gorgeous urban sunken city coral reef, which is lush with sea life like Waterworld meets AI. I regards the science, Doctor. No doubt I'm hoping to earn your trust with this recent acquisition, as well as a confirmation. This boy is the one who killed Craven. As the vessel submerges underwater, we see several sunken skyscrapers, forming a gorgeous urban sunken city coral reef, which is lush with sea life like Waterworld meets AI. Meets the Atlanta Aquarium. Oh, like Waterworld meets the Great Barrier Reef. As the vessel submerges underwater, we see several sunken skyscrapers forming a gorgeous urban sunken city coral reef, lush with sea life. Okay, so what are they? This boy is the one who killed Craven. You say boy? Yes, Doctor. He's the son. He's the son of the Parkers. He is the son of the scientists. Another mutation. Did you say boy? Yes, Doctor. He is the son of the scientist. Another mutation? No. No, 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 let's say no, he doesn't know. Another mutation? I guess that's for you to decide. I guess that's for you to I guess that's for you to find out. He is the son of the scientist. Another mutation? I guess that's for you to find out, Doctor. I guess that's for you to find out, Doctor. I'm merely auditioning. I'm merely auditioning. Pledging. Pledging? I guess that's for you to find out, Doctor. I'm merely auditioning. Your spot is not guaranteed, Dimitri. Yes, Doctor. He is the son of the scientist. Another mutation? I guess that's for you to find out, Doctor. I'm merely auditioning. Your spot is not guaranteed, Dimitri. This fraternity is closed. This fraternity is closed. Your spot is not guaranteed, Dimitri. This fraternity is closed. Was closed, Doctor. With my father now dead, hopefully, hopefully rotting in the seventh level of hell. Was closed, Doctor. Your spot is not guaranteed, Dmitri. This fraternity is closed. Was closed, Doctor. With my father now dead, hopefully rotting in the seventh level of hell, Craven's spot belongs to me. Was closed, Doctor. My father now dead, hopefully rotting in the seventh level of hell, Craven's spot belongs to me. Was closed, Doctor. My father now dead, hopefully rotting in the seventh level of hell, Craven's spot belongs to me. Craven's spot belongs to me. I'm through toiling. I'm through toiling the wastelands. Was closed, Doctor. My father now dead, hopefully rotting in the seventh level of hell, Craven's spot belongs to me. I'm through toiling the wastelands. I'm through toiling the wastelands. And you need me to complete the circle. Was closed, Doctor. My father now dead, hopefully rotting in the seventh level of hell, Craven's spot belongs to me. I'm through toiling the wastelands. And you need me to complete the circle. I need you to focus on your mission. Empire City is fat. Is fat with riches. I need you to focus on your mission. Empire City is fat with riches. They drained every coffer. They drained every coffer in the name of neutrality. I shall have my revenge. I need you to focus on your mission. Empire City is fat with riches. They drained every coffer in the name of neutrality. And I shall have my revenge. Even if I have to sink or fuck the whole fucking thing. Nah, I wouldn't say fuck. And I shall have my revenge. I need you to focus on your mission. Empire City is fat with riches. What if the same way Norman Osborn fucked over Mendel Strom, Norman Osborn could have fucked over Dr. O? I need you to focus on your mission. Empire City is fat with riches. They drained every coffer in the name of neutrality. Then had me design this monstrosity. Monstrosity. They drained every coffer in the name of neutrality. That had me design. Do you remember how? Okay, I'm having fun here. Do you remember how? Because this is Dr. O's monologue. I don't want to cut this off too early. I want Dr. fucking Octopus to fucking really cut loose here. I need you to focus on your mission. Empire City is fat with riches. They drained every coffer in the name of neutrality. Then built this monstrosity. Then built this monstrosity of a metropolis. While the rest of the world sank. And how did they thank the architects? And how did they thank the architects? And how did they thank the architects of their gluttony? They tried to wipe us out. And how did they thank the architects of their gluttony? They tried to wipe us out. So we wouldn't expose their secrets. So right here, we're ending here. Our class ends today. But what we need is a nice little monologue to close it out. This is Dr. Octopus. This is him having maybe we do have a little bit of tragedy here. While he's still a piece of shit, he's a piece of shit going after another piece of shit. Then we have opportunities to open up our story for more characters. Very Game of Thronesian, if we will. Where the same way, when you had the Game of Thrones, when the fucking, the fuck what they call it, the Targaryens, when that one Maegor built the Red Keep, and all the secrets and all the fucking the passageways and all the fucking cool shit. In order for nobody to do it, he poisoned all the architects. He killed them all. That was always the great story from George R. R. Martin. We'll bring this in here that Dr. Octopus was one of those architects. That's why he lives underwater. That's why he's sickly. We haven't even shown him yet. Maybe he can't even operate in the fucking real world because he can't fucking breathe because of his exposure. We can make him really sickly, a man boy in the fucking bubble kind of thing, where he has no lower half of his body, he lost it to radiation. So the octopus is not really the limbs attached to his body, it's the fucking octopus legs that he walks from his fucking robotic undercarriage. Remember, this is our story, we gotta change it around. We can't just do the same thing because then they can just read Marvel. We gotta do our spin on it. Not being different for the sake of being different, but being fucking cool. Because it's our tribute to the characters that brought us here. We need a good monologue here, and that's how we end class. We got to close this out. You can go any way you want with this, but let's do it our way here and close out today's class. Because I'm going to a comedy show tonight. Close them on the conveniently with the holograph projector showing the Mars colony. I need you to focus on your mission. Empire City is fat with riches. They drained every coffer in the name of neutrality. then built this monstrosity of metropolis while the rest of the world sank. Country, not world. While the rest of the nation sank. While the rest of the nation sank. And how did they thank the architects of their gluttony? They tried to wipe us out, so we wouldn't expose their secrets. So we wouldn't expose their secrets. Now, I shall have my revenge. Even if I have to take this masterpiece down with it. You can't just say I want to destroy things. We have a little bit of a tragic backstory we're building. Let's put it in our notes. Dr. Octopus could be like Mendel Strong, whose ideas were taken by Mayor Osborn. Took over Empire City when it seceded. Or his father before him. Either way. Dr. O wants to take out Osborn for stealing his ideas and then trying to have him killed after he and his people, which could be the rest of the Sinister Six, and their origins could be tied to the creation of Empire City. Like Sandman, and Vulture, and Mysterio, and Dr. Octopus is 4, Electro, and who's that last one? Kraven, but Kraven's dead. He was with them. He was a soldier. So we have things that feed into our city. We have our main area, our main stage, where instead of Spiderman showing up trying to save the city's on top of the fucking world. It's the top of the world. He's almost going to be recruited to go outside and help save the city. See what I mean? So is this enough in our monologue here? Is this too cheesy? I need you to focus on your mission. Empire City is fat with riches. They drained every coffer in the name of neutrality, then built this monstrosity of metropolis while the rest of the nation sank. And how did they thank the architects of their gluttony? They tried to wipe us out, so we wouldn't expose their secrets. Now, I shall have my revenge, even if I have to take this masterpiece down with it. You want your spot, Dmitri. You want to prove yourself superior to your fathers. You want to prove yourself superior to your father's reputation. We've got to end here. What are we ending with here? I need you to focus on your mission. Empire City's fat with riches. They drained every car in the name of neutrality. Then built this monstrosity of a metropolis while the rest of the nation sank. And how did they thank the architects of their gluttony? They tried to wipe us out, so we wouldn't expose their secrets. Now I shall have my revenge, even if I have to take this masterpiece down with it. Even if I have to take this masterpiece down with it. He loves the Mars colony. It hurts him to destroy it because he's an architect, he's a builder. He would have to take this masterpiece down with it. You want your spot, Dmitri? You want to prove yourself superior to your father? Do you want? Or do you want the paper through? Ooh. You want to prove you want your spot, Dmitri? You want to prove yourself superior to your father? Or do you want to be another? Or do you want to be another piker sitting atop a paper throne? That I like. You want your spot, Dmitri? You want to prove yourself superior to your father? Or do you want to be another piker sitting atop a paper throne? Just tell him, stop asking about spots and bullshit, you imbecile. That's all fake. It's all petty. It's all bullshit. Help me fucking ransom. Give me my money for this fucking city. They tried to wipe us out so we wouldn't expose their secrets. Now I shall have my revenge, even if I have to take this masterpiece down with it. You want your spot, Dmitri? You want to prove yourself superior to your father? Or do you want to be another piker sitting atop a paper throne? All right. And that's it. That's our class today. We got pages 11 and 12. We got a bunch of notes for page 13. Peter's going to wake up in the lab. We'll finally get some past shit about his past with his parents. We play more into our backstory of them working outside to help try to save the city, or they just undercover black agents tasked with working for the bad guys. Or were they screwed over by the city? We will find out when we get together as a class again. Same bat time, same bat channel.